Very good day to Miss Sabrina. We are from Set 29 Group H, and I'm the team member. I am SHARVATA Subramaniam, and my metric number is A187811. And next is Chu Sheng Yao. Metric number is A190133. Next is Sherina Lim Shu Ying. The metric number is A188670. And at last is ARIC THARAN KATHIRVELU, and the metric number is A18890297. So the topic that's given to us is the most important social skills that fresh graduates should have before applying to the job. And the point that I chose for my presentation is cooperation. So I would like to start my point first, which is cooperation. Okay. One of the advantage of the cooperation is it will enhances the effective communication. So it enhances effective communication between the employees and the organization. So the employees who work well together and consider themselves as a part of the team will incline towards a better communication. So as they cooperate, they begin to how to communicate with their colleague, and effective communication in an organization will reduce the misunderstanding, the conflicts, and the delay in submitting their task. And this is a very important for the success of the organization. And my next point would be the cooperation is also means taking turns and helping each other out. So cooperation teams take time to turns to learn from each other. Uncooperative teams are too busy for their work to do, and they can't wasting their time by communicating or connecting with us. When each person relies their on input or task from others, things go smoothly. When one person is unproductive, the entire process slows down. And when you have unproductive competition, it causes negativity in the group and also strain relationship within your colleagues. When there is a lack of competition, when there is lack of group cooperation due to the competition, the outcome will be the same, which is the productivity of the group will reduce. And my next point will be the cooperation strengthens the bond and foster teamwork between our colleagues. Teamwork means two or more people will work towards each other in order to achieve a target. So to do that, people who involved in the team must cooperate to each other and take on various aspects of the projects, and in order to complete the task. And the people who are very cooperative, they can create a bond within the close one. So the bond cannot create when we work together and not cooperate towards each other. And when we work as a teammate, it also lightens our load, and no one bears responsibility by handling by own. And my last point is when we work in a team with a us, they will become a support network to us and reduce our stress by segregating our works with them. A good team should support towards each other and take their pressure off, which I will do as an employee in future. And by working as a team with a good cooperative teams, it will boost the working relationship. Yeah, that's all. I pass to the next person.
Okay, thank you, SHARVATA, and good afternoon, Miss. So I will continue about my point, which is, for me, I think verbal and written communication is the most important social skills that a fresh graduate should have before applying for a job. This is because when we are using good verbal and written communication, we can build trust between our colleagues by using a proper and polite words when talking with each other. Therefore, each of us feel respected, and we can trust each other well, whether it's our personal relationship or it's our relationship with our college. Besides, college will feel closer by using good verbal and communication. This will besides fostering the relationship, we can also have a good emotion with each others. Means that everyone have a good impression to others, and this can promote a good working environment in the company. Moreover, for the long-term benefit, when a person can have a good verbal and written communication, the information can be given accurately. For example, when dividing a task, when a person have good verbal and written communication skills, we can communicate to each others, therefore prevent any mistakes and quarreling when a mistake is done. If information is given accurately, the mistake can be reduced to a minimum risk, so that all of the tasks can be done very smoothly. In addition, verbal and written communication can also strengthen the relationship by using correct words, because words are powerful tools to build good relationship with colleagues. And with a good relationship, the teams can have a better efficiency when doing a job, and the company can be better when solving daily problems. So I will pass to the next person. Thank you.
Good day to Miss Sabrina. I'm Sherina, and my point is non-verbal communication as the most important social skill that the fresh graduate should have before applying for a job. So what is the non-verbal communication? There is a few signs. For example, maintaining eye contact with the speakers while they are speaking. This will let them feel they are valued and appreciated, not only to the presenters but also to the co-workers. Keeping your eyes on the person you are speaking with, rather on your computer, your desktop, your documents, or the mobile phone, will let them know that you're actually listening to their input. Furthermore, if a co-worker approaches you and wish to increase collaboration with your department, showing some non-verbal communication, some body language like nodding your head, maintaining eye contact, shows that you're actually actively listening to them and you are interested in them. And in addition, non-verbal communication like some body language will be much more easier for you to bond with the people who speaks in native language, especially when the verbal communication does not work. This will help your to create an interaction with the local people, especially when you are working in overseas. You need some body language to help you to interact with the local people. Since you don't know their language, so some body language is like a common language for you among you and the local people there. Yeah, that's all for my point. I'll pass to the next person.
Okay, hi, my name is Eric, and today I will talk about the next social skill, which is really important, which is listening. Well, in my opinion, listening can be seen through not only using our ears and listening, but also through our eye contact and body gestures when someone is talking. For example, one person can actually just stand next to another and just act like they're listening. However, it can't be really seen clearly that someone is listening. However, if we would like to maintain a good listening quality skills, we should always make sure we maintain a good eye contact and also a good body gesture when someone is speaking, as this can also shows that we are respecting them when they're speaking, and this could also help to enhance the communication that we have, for example, in a group at the workplace or either with our leaders at a workplace. And what are the benefits that we can get by having a good listening quality? Firstly would be we would be able to gain new ideas, as when we listen to others, we can also really interpret on what they're saying, and this can help us to gain new ideas and also build connections in our workplace. And besides that, listening is a really important skills. For example, if there is any problem in the workplace and when one another are carrying out a discussion, we can easily solve this problem if we listen and really identify what the problem is. And besides that, by allowing other speakers to speak more, for example, when we listen to someone, we should try not to interrupt them, as this can easily make them to lose their ideas which they were developing. And that's all from me. I'll pass on to the next speaker.
Okay, let's move on to our discussion. And now I would like to agree with Eric's statement that listening is one of the aspects that we should take when we move on to our working experience. Because now we are in high school where we have, when somehow at some time we miss some notes during lectures like that, right? So, but we have friends and lectures to guide us, but in workplace, we should be independent. So in any meetings, if we miss out anything, it might affect our task that's given by our manager. And so what we should do is when we listen during any meet, we should jot down any notes. So in order to give our best, to give our a good assignment to them, and our reputation will be maintained. Pass it to the next person.
I actually not agree with both of you saying that listening is the most important social skill. Because sometimes when people listen, yes, they listen, they get to understand something, but they will tend to be quiet, and they won't voice out if they have any opinions or they have any objection. And some people who are quite serene, they will not ask if they have doubts. And if they have misunderstanding, they also won't ask. What do you think, Sherina?
I also think like you, Sherina. I think that listening is an important skill, but it's not the most important skills, because like SHARVATA say, a good listener can jot down and get all the message. However, even if you listen well, you can't get all the notes, all the information well, because we should depends on written communication where all the points are written accurately and it won't be forgotten. And besides, listening means passive. You receive the information passively without any communication through verbal or written or giving body language, whether you are agreeing or disagree and so on. If a person thinks that listening is most important, then the person may listen more and give his or her opinion less, and this make the group is not get the information from everyone. Okay, thank you.
Sorry to interrupt. I actually not agree with the written communication is the most important, because sometimes, you know, written texting is a kind of written communication, right? Sometimes people doesn't use the proper grammar, and then people will feel annoyed. And sometimes the written words can hide a great deal of emotion. So you don't know the expression of the person by just reading the text they are sending. And sometimes the text cannot express someone's feelings. However, the non-verbal communication can. For instance, if someone is talking with a weak intonation, then you know maybe the person is feeling guilty, or he's not sure of something, he has no confidence, or probably he's lying. What do you guys think?
If you think that the verbal and written communication is not good because you cannot know what he thinks and his feelings, then if we change the situation, if you use non-verbal communication but you didn't write or talk, how can the another person receive your message well?
I actually agree with Sheng, because when we do any task, they confirm they will ask us to do any summary regarding our meeting. So we should write, right? We should type in our laptop, right? So I think non-verbal verbal communication is important.
Yes, I do agree with Sharvata and Shenga's point, as verbal communication is much more important than non-verbal communication. As for example, if we have any group meetings, I'm sure that most of us would actually jot down the points that we're going to speak. So that's why I would say that verbal communication is much more important, as non-verbal communication is just showing, like for example, having eye contact, good body gestures. However, non-verbal communication doesn't really show. We don't really show what input we have, but we just accept the input which other people are giving. And anyone else have any other points?
I think since I don't have any point regarding that, so can we move on to the next point, which is cooperation. Do you guys have anything to talk about cooperation?
Yes, I think Sharda's point, collaboration is actually quite important, because if you get some inputs, you listen to your colleagues' opinions, and yes, you get the tasks in document forms, you get the required tasks to do or what, but you just don't want to cooperate. Then how can the things be done, right? So in a workplace, we also need our co-workers, we need our colleagues, our group members, our team members to be cooperative, so that things can be done. But is collaboration more important than verbal communication? What do you guys think?
For cooperation, my opinion is in any company, there must be different opinions. For example, some agree with this with either A, some agree with either B. Therefore, we can't make one team to follow all the instruction given. So we should give this is my meaning. Besides, some people don't like cooperate because they like to solve their problem themselves. This is based on their personality. So if they need to cooperate, they think this is not efficient for them. And so auto cooperation have its benefits, but some people may not think this is good because make them work slower and not so good.
Okay, I disagree with your point of cooperation being one of the most important skills. For example, if someone may cooperate with a group, however, if we don't agree with the point which you are giving, by being cooperative, it's not going to be beneficial for the group. For example, if one person is disagreeing to another person's point, however, they feel like if they are not agreeing the point and they're going to justify their other points, this would show that they are not cooperative. So I feel that being cooperative in a group is not really that beneficial, as some may say it is. However, some is by being cooperative in every situation is not really important, as we should also voice out what we feel and what opinion we have also.
Okay. Do you want to continue, Eric?
No, you can continue.
Okay. So I think I would like to conclude. most of us agree to all of their individual point, but some of us disagree to the listening and also uh, cooperation. And as I said, four aspects are important as we enter to our workings experience, such as cooperation, verbal and written communication, non-verbal communication, and listening. That's all from us. Thank you.